Chip here with the XRP Minute. What up, family? XRP family. What is going on, my family? We are family. What's going on, everybody, tonight? Hey, welcome to the show. Let's have a good show tonight. And I want to start it off with something, with a question. Who is John Galt? Yeah, Ed French, I'm watching you, man. Got my eyes on you. I'm looking at you. Just want to thank everybody. I'll put my little specs on because I'm blind basically when I'm looking at close stuff. So hang on. I gotta do one thing real quick. I had to make Jeff from Huddle Report a mod, so he is a mod now. And let's see, let's run it down. Let's see who's in here today. So XRP Carolina gets the coveted first spot. Boom, just like that. Tina Hall comes in at number 2. DNI sent her. Ed French, Brian Darcy's in here. XRP Carolina again. Let's see, Moorish Prince C7. What else do we have? Luis Garcia. Hello, Louis GXRP says he's sending micro donations through Coil. Very cool. Liking that. I like Coil. We'll talk a little bit about Coil tonight because apparently it's a little bit more than what I even thought it was. I've been so busy last couple days. If you guys saw the zoo earlier, I was on the zoo and we were talking about Coil, but I think we're going to do a little bit more on Coil today. And then Brian Dark, which is weird. So I've always called him Brian Dark, and meanwhile he's Brian Darcy. So I think he has to go in and fix his name because that's been tripping me up a little bit. Brian Darcy. Missing the Y. Was there like a restriction? Did you have to buy the Y? Was there like some sort of a secret club that you couldn't get the Y? I don't know. There's something there, but I think we have to figure that out. Matt LaRoche is here. We got Ben Sedano. He's always in here. What's going on? And Jeff from the Hodl Report. DNI sent him. Well, DNI sent me. DNI sent me, by the way. In case anybody's wondering, I'm here because of DNI. Ed French, who else we got? GXRP, blah, blah, blah. Mike Smith is in here. And we've got, who's this guy? Wait a minute. Digital Nomad Investor. Of course, we know him better as DNI. And obviously, he sent everybody. So, DNI, good to have you. Jalapon, are we giving away free monthly personal memberships? I'm personally not. But I think I heard a rumor that maybe DNI is. No, just kidding. He's not either. Who else is in here? I think I got everybody. Luis Garcia. Let's see what else. Mike Smith put a link in there. I'm not sure what that is, but maybe you guys can hit that link and let me know what that is exactly. Oh, Frank Bradley's here. Hello, Mr. Bradley. How are you? Deep Mind Lab Visioneer. That is some deep stuff. I have to tell you that I do really enjoy some of the creative names that I'm seeing on YouTube. It takes a little bit of you got to put something together. When I see Deep Mind Lab Visioneer, that's a lot comes to mind. There's a lot that conjures up there. What else we have? Notorious is in the house. Notorious. I love Notorious. Notorious with his music parties and his awesome videos. And he's giving me, again, medals. I'll take them. Right over the head. Boom, just like that. I'll take those medals all day. Notorious. You know what's funny, Notorious? I see the message come up first with your little medals, and then your name kind of like, it's like magical. It's a mystical thing. It just writes it in there later, which is kind of cool. Stephanie G's here. Matt Richter. Hey, Matt. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit of tonight. So, I was going through my normal show prep, right? Was doing the zoo a little bit earlier. And, it's kind of odd because I'm looking through stuff and I'm looking through my special secret XRP news. I use a news aggregator reader and I have all my sites set up and everything. And I'm looking through and I'm like, I've already seen 4 or 5 YouTubers cover that. So what I decided to do tonight is a little bit of a grab bag. We're grabbing at stuff today. I usually like to do like tech stuff. I used to throw that stuff in here. I'm going to do a little bit of that, but I'm also I just found some stories that I thought were interesting. And I hope you guys do too. I'll get some feedback from you if you don't like it or not. Sass O'Kane is here. Hey, Sass, thank you for showing up. That's awesome. So you are in Perth, if I'm correct. Please make sure that the memory serves correct. I think it's I want to say 9:25, 9:30 there, 9:30ish, maybe if I'm right. Okay, let me know. Let me know. I know we're on a little bit of a delay, but I do see that looks like the stream health is good. Let me see. Yes, don't touch it. Don't jinx it. Stay calm. Don't talk to anybody. Keep your eyes focused because if you kind of get off there, Aussie sister, we got Aussies in the house tonight. Good day. Good day. Is I saying that right? Good day. Good day. It's like good day. Try to do like how Oz says, a good day, good day, good day, whatever. So that's it. Not good. Sass is laughing, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. All right, guys. So let's jump into it tonight. We're gonna go into like I said, a couple just different grab bag items, and I wanted to highlight something that GXRP had said. Let's do this. Boom. There we go. So we're talking about Coil a little bit. GXRP, he is, and hey, Auburn Rain, Rocket, don't touch anything. Right, that's good advice, my man. That is some good, solid advice. So I'm laughing at some of the comments in here. But yeah, that is some good advice. Let's look at Coil, right? So Coil's good. I was actually one of the early adopters. You know, it took me a little bit when I first went in there. I was begging everybody around town, hey, do you have a code? The good news now is it's basically in public beta meaning that it's not perfected yet, but at least it's open to everybody. And so something that I wasn't aware of, and then something that Rain and Huddle Report and Kickboy and the rest of the crew from the zoo, James Malpass. Geez, this is going to go on all night. I could just do a whole dissertation on who was on there. Hey, RTB Dutchie's in the house. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Welcome, everybody. And so when I originally looked at, they said they were open. I remember like they put out a tweet, and I have an alert set to their tweets, and I basically clicked on it. I'm like, this says we're open. I'm like, am I missing something? I thought they were, but then I realized it was the public beta was open, but I never really went to go check it out. I never went to the site and said, hey, what is this? And then kind of silly was tonight is when I found out it was actually going on, what was actually happening there. So what they've kind of done here is, and I went and filled this out, and I talked about this a little bit earlier, but let's go to my profile here, guys. This is exciting for me because I've been on social networks. Like when the internet came out, I think in 95, I tried to register. 95 or 96, I tried to register at chip.com. No, that didn't work. And I've been trying to get that ever since. So I finally have at chip, which is pretty cool. It's the first time I've ever received at chip. And so when I went through the onboarding process today, I was clicking through it and I thought, oh no, it says choose a name. I'm like, I chose a name like 3 months ago. Please don't tell me you're going to take my coveted at chip away from me. And basically what it was doing was kind of me going through and making sure that all those things, and I did have to for some reason I had to reinitiate my YouTube. So I'm happy to know GXRP, if you're still in here, that it's working. Yeah, let me know how that's going, the Coil. So if you guys knew what Coil is, it's pretty cool. You have a browser extension browser extension for Chrome, and then when you're on a web-enabled site, such as like for example my YouTube site right now, if you guys have that Coil browser plugin in there, you're going to be what it's doing is you'll see like little numbers, and it's doing very small micro donations. You see the little counter running, so it's kind of cool. I've had the $5 subscription for maybe a couple months now, and I've also had the site enabled. But I was kind of happy tonight we went into it because my site wasn't working anymore. I changed the something happened. It just got, I think you had to reinitiate it, which is what I did. So Brian Darcy saying, Chip, what are your business? What are your business? None of your business, Brian Darcy. Who do you think you are anyway? No, what are your business? What is my business? I don't know. You'll have to clarify that again. So listen, this is awesome. GXRP sent me 2 cents. Killing it. I'm crushing it today. 2 cents of micro donations already through the stream. This is awesome. Thank you, GXRP. And I think RTB Dutchie has his, RTB, do you also have your Coil running as well? Yeah, you're right. That 2 cents may be worth $20 someday. Hopefully sooner than someday. You know what I mean? Follow me, Chip, at X. Good, man. I'm going to have to do that. You know what's kind of weird is like if I go here, I haven't really quite discovered. So I put a couple posts in here. I did the XRP Beach Party Moon Mission launch. Can't say that 3 times fast. I couldn't even say it once. Mass Adoption Edition, gaming's moving to the blockchain. So it's kind of like a blog, I guess. It's kind of like your own personal posts. you can just pop a post in here. You can either do like an article or you can click a link. And so depending what you want to do, people have been sharing all kinds of stuff in here. Hey, what's going on, Gaming Crypto? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. RTB, what do you got going on? You got that coil running? No coil yet. I thought iOS doesn't work. Yeah, you're right. Well, I think, and it's weird because the Puma browser, we've talked about the Puma browser before. The Puma browser is coil enabled. So any site you visit, it's already built in. And the cool thing about coil right now is I think, and I don't quote me on this, but I still believe that they, for beta test and downloading the beta version, I think they're automatically giving you coil to be able to give out. So it's kind of cool. You don't even need an account. So before I even hooked up my account to coil, but I think it's a little buggy on the YouTube side. It doesn't work like 100% like the way you would expect it to. But anyway, so I just I didn't know what to do for my bio, so I just copied and pasted it off my other one. And look, I got 4 followers. This is cool. I don't know how to follow people. I don't know how to follow people. That's weird. Gee, how do I put it in there? I mean, like, what do I do? So subscriber only. So I can go look at stuff, right? I can go back here and explore, but I don't know how I actually find people. Is there? I never found a. Uh-oh, looks like you're not using one of our supported browsers. Yep, look at that, they're on me. So guys, because you guys know I'm a big Apple fan, but mostly because the browser runs a little bit cleaner, takes less resources. So I started using this, and another reason that I like it is I can do, if I go to a website, built into this browser, I can kill all the ads, and so I don't have flashing things going on but they're reminding me, they're like, hey man, we don't play with Apple. We like anything else, but we don't like Apple. So you can see some cool videos in here. You know, my videos showing up here, but I don't know exactly. Let me see you go through there. All right, Danny, thank you. You're following me too. Thank you, Danny. I have to follow you back, but I'm a little bit confused at how I do that exactly. Yeah, Auburn Rain says liking the coil idea and Cinnamon video in the future. I think Cinnamon video is going to be cool, and I think it's cinnamon.video. But I mean, I'm pretty excited about it. Go to the search bar in your browser, type coil.com/. All right, well but is there another way to search? Is there another way to search? Let's see. So I go U for user, and then I'll do, oh, we got two. We get U/, okay, there I am. There's Chip. Then I go G_XRP. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if I did that right. There he is. Boom. You get to follow right there, man. Juan Carlo Diaz. All right, that's your name, man. All right, man. Check that out. I hope I didn't just dox you online, man. So yeah, go check them out. So everybody go follow GXRP. You know, it's just G. If you look at the G_XRP, puts out some cool stuff. Why the XRP price isn't going up? Please enlighten us. And let's do Danny Torres now. Let's do it. Let's get them all done, guys. Throw your things in there. I'm gonna follow you right now. Let's not waste any time. Let's go check out Danny's page right here. Boom, first follower. Wow, impressed. I'm your very first follower. You didn't put anything up there yet, Danny, but you probably just set it up 3 seconds before this. Guys, go follow Danny. Okay, you found me. Hodl Report. I don't know what yours is. Drop yours in there too, Jeff from Hodl Report. Because I don't know what yours is, man. I could probably guess it, but let's try this. Let's just try this. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know, man. Maybe see Hodl. It might be Hodl Report. Maybe it's the Hodl Report. There it is. Boom. I hope that's you. That's kind of cool. Purple face. Good, man. You look different. You know, it kind of looks a little bit like you, man. I mean, but you know, it's kind of there. It's kind of there. All right, guys, let's go. Let's do this. So anyway, so when I was talking about, you know, coil, funny enough, I didn't realize all this cool stuff was there. Okay, got it. I don't have Chrome or Firefox. Fine. So I didn't really know they had all this. So I was kind of like surprised, and that was a good opportunity to go reinitiate. And I also have my let's see if my settings are here. Yeah, so there's my settings. I'm gonna have to lock that up. There we go. Yeah, so there's my settings. And let's do this. Let's look at what else is coming up. So let's get to some news. Can we get some news right now? Banks can't snub crypto startups thanks to France's new blockchain law. So this is kind of interesting, right? You know, the banks, they're always hating on it. They don't really, they kind of like it. They're into it. But again, you know, we don't want to take any away. So I'll just read some of these takeaways here. And this is one of the reasons that I love what's built right into Safari, which is an Apple browser. And I really only use it for this because guess what? It doesn't have a lot of options with extensions. Can't run coil in here, but I do like it because it's very fast, takes a lot of less resources. But I just click a button up here and boom, it kills everything, puts it in, and also preserves the photos and everything. So the big takeaway is France's new crypto law grants blockchain related projects the right to a bank account, provided they opt in to being regulated. So what's happened to a lot of people, I think I saw something with David Schwartz saying something like, I think if you're gonna, and it was a tweet he put out today, he was commenting that if you're gonna buy cryptocurrency, purchase it with a different card because you don't want your card or your bank account to get shut down and all of a sudden you're dead in the water. So it was kind of interesting because I'm thinking, well, I never put that much deep thought into it. But again, I'm using stuff like Uphold and some other ones out there that have been working phenomenally well for me. So I just never really thought about it. Hey Fly, what you doing? Hey Fly, how you doing? Nice to join. Thank you. Meowgy, Mr. Meowgy's in here as well. And so I never really thought too much about it. So as long as they opt in for to be regulated, it's a golden deal right there. So there's an optional certification or visa for ICO projects as well for crypto services providers such exchanges and custodies. So basically what they're doing is they're allowing you to do it, but they're bringing regulation in, which makes a lot of sense. But I do like the fact that people can't be ostracized because they chose to buy cryptocurrency. So it's kind of proactive what France is doing right here. The new law paves the way for French life insurance and private equity funds to get more exposure to crypto assets. So it's always amazing to me. I don't know if we have anybody from France in here or French, but it amazes me that the rest of the world is moving at light speed and we're still trouncing along. And usually the US, we got some of the big threes over here. We got the Googles, the Apples, the Facebooks of the world. But let's face it, what's really leading right now is what's happening in other parts of the world. Asia is really huge and crushing it right now. Look what they're doing with cryptocurrency. We see stuff happening in Europe. So this kind of stuff I like to see happening on the world stage because ultimately I feel though it's gonna sort of press us at least in the States here to kind of move forward. So I thought this was kind of cool that you can't snub you anymore, so you got to play nice. And then so I don't know if you guys check out Reddit. I'm always frequenting Reddit. There's always some fun stuff out there. This one I can't actually kill the stuff on here, but somebody actually was this the one I wanted? This is not the one I wanted. But anyway, I will cover it though. Marjan Delatine confirms 10 financial institutions actively using XRP and that the volume is increasing every day. Now, somebody else put out a tweet today. I think it was Tiff Hayden, maybe she put it out. Hopefully I'm right. Basically saying that XRP's done more transactions in the last couple of days than I think Bitcoin's done in some time, Hey, Justin Vaugh, what's up, Periscope? You see Periscope or DLive chat tonight? I don't have Justin, I don't have my other browser open. There's supposed to be a browser that I can open. Let me see if I can get this thing going right here. Yeah, because I'm on a live stream, I can't exactly find it. It's in here someplace. I don't even know where it is. I don't know about that, Justin. I believe I'm streaming there, but for some reason, don't think that I'm actually seeing any chat things from there. Let me see what we have here. Restream chat. Let's do it. Okay. So for some reason, this is not, I don't have, right? It's waiting for new messages, waiting. Let me see if this is even online. Maybe I have to reboot it. Let's see what happens here. Bam. Let's see, is it working? Well, there you go. Something went wrong with the page. Well, there you go. Let's do that. Maybe that's what's going on. All right, got it. Yeah. Working on a big chat update. Should fix the random chat stops. Okay, good, because that's happening. Let me try it one more time. Let's go hello. Let's try that. Let's see if it works. So what's happening is this is going through on Mixer, YouTube. You guys should see it on YouTube and Twitch. But it's kind of in and out. The idea is I'm streaming to 5 platforms. Periscope. And Periscope, I think, brings the bot on here. Oh, you're watching on DLive. Okay, cool, Justin. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. I don't know if people watch over there. All right, man. So I did get your message here. See, so what it's supposed to do is aggregate all of the messages. They're all supposed to come together in this beautiful, fantastic chat box. But it seems to me like they kind of have to. This is where we're basically going. This is my gamer name, Morphine7, right there. XRP Minute is what I'm broadcasting on YouTube, and then this is my Twitch account, and then for some reason, you're right. Justin, I think you're right, man. You know what? I don't think I'm so for some reason I don't see D Live showing up there for whatever reason. You were watching on D Live. Hey, and it's interesting if you were pressing there. Does it slow your computer running down that? Not my computer, bro. No, 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 no. It does not. It does not slow it down. Yeah. So now I'm seeing the chats come in here. What the thing about it is that when I'm running this range, so Rain's asking the question, does it run it down? No, because what's happening is I'm sending only one. What I'm doing is I'm using Restream.io. I send a Restream one signal, the same thing I would do if I was sending it to YouTube, but I send it to their platform and they distribute it. So it's the same bandwidth going out. Once it gets there, I can stream to like 50 different places I've never even heard about before. It's like Laba Jawa, things I can't pronounce. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't know how the XRP minute plays on there, but I just said, let's just take it slow. Let's not get crazy. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's try 5 platforms and see how that goes. And RTB brought it. He said nothing slows down on a Mac. That is my boy right there, RTB. Yeah, so it is pretty cool. And that's why, Rain, I was trying to get you to start doing this and see if, see if you can get out there. So anyway, 10 financial institutes actively using XRP, volumes increasing. Guys, we are getting there. Don't get down. Hey, wow, geez, what do we have here? Is this another Apple story? Why it is. Why the So this was something in Wired. Wired's always been a pretty solid magazine. I'm not going to go through this whole thing, but they basically wrote an article why the Apple Card is the gleaming future of money. And then all of a sudden RTB and yeah, Matt LaRoche is a Mac. He's a Mac daddy as well, right? Yeah, right, Matt. Nice. Yeah, he's a Mac baby. Nice. Love it. Just set up a coil account, XRP Carolina. Trying to find you, Chip. I'm at Chip. Yeah, you know what? I should go back. I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll drop that. You guys are awesome, by the way. Let me see if I can. How did I do that? Let's see. My profile. Come back here. There we go. I'll drop it in here. I still don't know, guys, if there's a good way to do this, but there I am. You guys can come over and say hello. Follow me. I'll follow you back as soon as I figure it out. Apparently, it's not that easy. So what's happening is they basically did a whole article. The Apple Card is the latest example of how our spending's changing. With my younger daughter, she's gonna be 15. She gets stuck someplace like a vending machine and wants to get a bag of chips. So what would happen is she'd say, "Hey, I need app. Can you Apple Pay me $2?" And I would send it. And really, I don't really know what's happening on the back end, but this kind of is like the easiest way to show somebody or explain to her that this is how XRP works, right? So she sends me a text, I text her back, press $3, say okay, I hold the phone up to my face because it reads my face, I click the button, done, boom, sends the text, she instantly throws it in her wallet, holds it up, NFC, to the vending machine, boom, I was gonna say downloading chips. No, the chips are falling out the bottom. Get it? Chips? All right. So she did. Did I ask something wrong, Chip? Brian Darcy, no, you could never ask anything wrong. What did you say, man? I don't know what you said there, but oh, my name on YouTube. Oh, Rain. Yeah, guys, go follow. Hey, before we get any further, go follow Rain. The easiest way to follow somebody when you're in a chat is to click on their name. You know those little 3 dots to the right of their name? You can click in there and you can click go to channel. And I think on mobile you click on the name and you can click go to channel. So go to the channel and then go ahead and I want you to follow Rain and also to GXRP as well. Go follow him. I'm going to make him, hang on, let's get this handled right here, right now. Yeah, go follow GXRP and Hodl Report as well. So let's run down the schedule. Guys, you know the DNI streams every night at 9. At 10 o'clock on Mondays and Wednesday nights, you have Jeff from the Hodl Report at 10 o'clock. Tuesdays and Thursdays, you have yours truly, Chip, streaming at 10 o'clock. And then we have a new addition, our best new addition, which is Auburn Rain. Goes by Rain. I keep telling him we don't need the Auburn part. We just want Rain. But Auburn Rain, he's taking the coveted 10 o'clock slot tomorrow night. Let's make his debut on Friday night a success. Let's get all our friends, wake the family, the neighbors. That's what Letterman used to say when he was on TV. Wake the friends, wake the neighbors. Well, let them sleep in at least till like 3 or 4 a.m., but wake them up, get them to Rain stream. Let's see if we can make, just flood his stream. And he puts out some good content, man. Rain, he also has a wicked sense of humor. And he's got a pretty nice pad, by the way, I should say. So, YouTube is hard to build. Yeah, it's all hard to build, man. It's all hard to build. I was so excited when Justin said he's found me on D Live because that's an awkward platform. They got a dancing, a loop of some dancing cartoon, and there's like 3,000 people in there. And I'm like, you know what? I lost the plot. I don't get it. So anyway, just to kind of summarize this a little bit, they go through Venmo, they go through Square Cash, and there was one part in here that I wanted to get to. Gosh, it's all words now. There's no headings. I don't know. But anyway, they make a really good point about why this new card is going to be good. We'll talk about it as it gets nearer to the, introduced, but I just wanted to pull that up because I thought that was really cool. And then next, what's up here? What is going on? All right, let's do this. See, let's get rid of all that. So blockchain is the next big thing for renewable energy. So this is an article that I found on Forbes, and I know how we feel about Forbes. As Forbes has been touch and go for the XRP community, they ought to rename it FUD Incorporated, right? Because XRP FUD, we're bringing it hard because they never stop with the FUD. It's nonstop. But this kind of caught me because it said blockchain's been touted as the next big technological advance, impacting everything from online transactions to e-government. But what does it mean for renewable energy? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know what it means for renewable energy. Is one of the reasons that I clicked on the title. It says essentially an online registered, secure, stores information. Blockchain serves as a repertoire of knowledge accessible to everyone. Rather than being controlled by one entity, blockchain is spread to multiple computers and uses form. And I was like, okay, got it. And so I started coming through here going, okay, well, consumer drives smart grids. So they're talking about smart grids. And then I started going through here about an opportunity for clean energy, about the blockchain, and then this is this, and there's businesses. And then I really never really understood I never got to the point. So I was like, okay, I love these headlines, man. I click on it. They got me every time. I'm closing that one up. Let's do this. Need to get on my PC phone. Sucks for typing. Right on, man. Buy Rain coin. Rain's got a coin. Rain here. How y'all doing? That's my Rain impersonation. Okay, so this was kind of fun. I like this article a lot. Someone said, let's rename the tip bot. This is what I thought I was getting to before, but as I was browsing some different crypto subs, I came across a discussion. Subs are like the subgroups of Reddit. I saw a fun typo. They misspelled tipbot as tipple. And how cool does that sound compared to tipbot? I gotta say, I thought it was actually really cool. Gotta hit up VC Wind on this one and see if he's down on the whole thing because I was like kind of cool. It's like, hey, I hit you up on Tipple. You know what I mean? Did you tipple it to me? It's almost like, did you Google it? It was like kind of fun. Every once in a while, you stumble upon some really vast knowledge. And then, people chiming in with, I often go to the pub for a tipple or two. Nice that they accepted Tipplebot as payment. So already you got people in this thread adopting it. And then somebody said that they thought it strengthened the link between Ripple and XRP, which is not necessarily a good thing, but it's not a bad thing either. And then there's a whole bunch of stuff. There's all your stuff, and it's sometimes hard to get to read between the lines in here, right? Let's go to the chat room. What's going on in the chat room, people? What is going on in the chat room? So we got Jamie XRP. So Jamie XRP, are you on Coil yet? You got it on there? And here's the thing, Jamie. You're on a phone too, and it is kind of a weird thing, but here's what I'm saying. Like, if you're on the Puma browser, I think it's pumabrowser.com, they have an Android and an iOS browser that is Coil enabled natively. So, and I think they're even hooking people up, like I said before. They were when I first went into it. How many drops did Raincoin? He's got it going on, man. Yeah, and then Jeff from Auto Report says, give some Ripple with the tipple. Nice, I like that. All right, good, Auburn. Rain is back on his PC. Dude, get that Coil enabled. Give me those micro drops, baby. Drop those micro drops. I'd like to see them. Yeah, so Jamie's going to get a new computer. Right on. So this was an article about Coil. What is Coil? Tipping, and this is just an article about Coil talking about competition. So the big competitor we know about is the Brave browser, which is Brendan Eich, former founder and CEO of the parent company of Firefox. The name eludes me at this point, but they have something called BAT tokens, and so the cool thing about they have their own sort of token. I think it's called something attention token, something along that. rewards from its steady supply of Steam dollars, and Patreon. They're basically talking about different ways. There's also something called BitPatron, which is a Bitcoin. It's very similar to BitPatreon or a Patreon, but it is, I want to say, yeah, it's Bitcoin only. And I even hit them up on Twitter. I'm like, hey guys, XRP. And then they said, thanks, bot. They weren't happy with me. They weren't happy. Like, they called me a bot, and then they erased it after a bunch of the XRP community got and backed me up on this. And then they were kind of cool. And I was like, I can't believe a company would treat someone like this. I just asked about XRP. I didn't ask you if you could dump a couple BTC in my bags. Yeah, okay, thank you, Ed French. Basic attention token. That's what it is. That's what it stands for, the BAT. Thank you for that. Nice. And so yeah, there's a lot of them. So Stefan Thomas he's the former CTO of Ripple. He left to go found and start this company. They've had this in like a private beta for a while. So guys, thank you, Subchip, to get to 400. I'm pressing the 400. Yes, please get me to 400. We're almost there. Smash that thumbs up, hit the like button. If you like the content, tweet about it. Tell your friends and neighbors. If you don't, like I always say, just kind of keep it to yourself, okay? Don't tell people. If you don't like it, just zip. Don't tell people. Just kind of keep it to yourself. But I always love when I do a video. It's like, I get a bunch of likes, and there's always that one or two people that just don't like it, And I almost want to know, is like, if you get that, can you have an optional? What did you okay, you liked the video, but what did you hate about the video, right? Especially when I do a minute and 30-second video. Was it too short? Did I say something wrong? I mean, what was it that they didn't like? I don't know what necessarily that comes down to. I don't know. And then this one here, is from Coil website. It says, oh snap, Coil just dropped the big one on us. So what does it mean for content creators? Good question, reader. Look at the right questions. So number one, anyone can now monetize their content. So if you have a blog, you have a website, and so Rain, I would recommend, now if you guys know Rain, go ahead and drop your crypto websites in there. You got a couple websites out there. Go ahead and drop those puppies in there. I see XRP DNI sent them over, if I'm seeing that correctly. I sent me over. Okay, you sent you. That's good. But go ahead, Rain, drop your URL in there. You are really easy to listen to. I'm enjoying your stream. Some people will lose your attention quickly. That's true. Yeah, that's right. Well, what are you gonna do, man? You can't please everyone. And if I just, if I hit out a couple people, man, my day is made. Thank you for that, Jamie. Much appreciated. So the good thing is you can monetize your content. So on your YouTube, it's pretty easy because you can actually go in. If you have a YouTube channel, you log in to your profile, and you just go ahead and connect it. It's nice. It connects all through Google. If you're already logged in, you basically make sure you select the right account, go through it, and it's done. Now I noticed they just added Twitch. I'm also broadcasting on Twitch. I kind of like that too, because Twitch is actually pretty cool as well. I've had a couple people. XRPDT is making me laugh over there. Hey, good night, Brian. Thank you for stopping in, man. Appreciate it if you're still here. Thank you, Brian Darcy. Appreciate it. It's so late for you, man, and I always appreciate you coming in here, even if it's just say hello. I appreciate it, man. Number two, pay attention here. This is the big one. This is how we move Coil out of the grasp of crypto enthusiasts and into the mainstream eye. Now you can accept payment in fiat. This blew me away when I was given the option upon signing up, although I was also blown away by the commercial involving an emu this morning, so it's not hard to impress me, apparently. So this is kind of fun because when I went through it this time, the last time I went through the setup, this time it asked me, did I want to be paid out in fiat? No, but I mean, hey, you could, right? The nice thing about that is you could run Coil on a website. Let's suppose that you are let's suppose you're like, maybe one of the other projects out there. Maybe you're a BTC Maxi. I don't know. But the cool thing about it is whoever you are, you could get fiat, right? Turn that fiat into whatever, because man, people love XRP or they hate it. There's no people that goes like, if you get, how they do these polls and they go like, hey, what did you think about this? Or are you for or against it or undecided? There's always something undecided. I'm not sure if there's any undecideds for XRP. I think we've all decided we love it or we don't like it or we hate it, right? Maybe there's like that other level side. We love it or we really love it. There's different versions of the same thing. Yo, Phoenix Starborn, thank you for coming, man. Good to see you. Sorry, guys, I've had this weird kind of like a bit of scratchy throat all week. Don't even know where that's from. But gave you a sub XRP Caroline on YouTube, right, guys? And also that's all. That's the other cool thing. Make sure you guys sub each other, which is very very cool. So I like the fact that the average person has a little knowledge and background with crypto. Some close friends of mine, I'm obviously reading this, laugh when I tell them I'm invested in the space. Joke's on them, only 90% on my investments. My own wife looks at me crazy like when I start talking about it. Does anybody know what that's like? Anybody? Hello? Anybody? Bueller? Bueller, right? Does anybody get that? You'd be like a crazy person talking to people like XRP, 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 and you maybe have like a little nervous tick or something. XRP, try to break into a group of people. They're talking about, hey, did you see what happened? I heard it's supposed to rain this whole week, and you're like, yeah, me too, and XRP. Oh, that wasn't a real smooth transition, but you know what I mean. And so we kind of all go through this. Number three, Coil platform enables you to set up subscriptions however you want. Do you want everyone to have access to 100% of your content? Do you want Coil subscribers to get something a little extra? Is your content so amazing that you want all to be forced to give your money before viewing? Well, it's entirely up to you. So Jungle Inc., you guys all know Jungle Inc. Jungle Inc., big shout out. So he's been putting up some content up here on Coil as well. He's been putting some original content, and he did an awesome video. Was that today? Man, I'm losing track of time. Was that today? I think it was today. Today or yesterday. Don't know. And guys, yeah, drop your links in there. Let's all follow each other on Coil until we can. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I follow everybody. So I really like this. So summarize as a Coil subscriber, you now have a place to go where content creators can easily post their work. It doesn't get much easier than this. Now that was the one thing that I didn't know about. I didn't quite know that it was more like sort of like an interactive thing. You could go post a link. So I'm thinking too, if you want to see cool articles, go over to Coil as well, coil.com. You want to see some cool videos. You probably get turned on to some stuff you're not even accustomed to seeing. So coffee beans here, pressing down the button to keep your content more balanced. Right on, right on. I like the alien head. That's cool. That's like one of those grays. The grays are visiting us. Yeah, I like that. I like you chose a gray. Nice. And Bob Way is going to be at the meetup. What meetup is this, Jamie? What meetup is this? Where is this at? XRP meetup next week. Why doesn't anybody want to come to Miami? Is it too hot? Okay, let me do Spanish Fly here. Why doesn't anybody want to do a meetup in Miami? Like I'm thinking if it's in the middle of winter, that might be the best time to do it. Let's go here. Bam, followed. Who else? Who else do we have to follow in here? Anybody else? Dig old Bob. Well, yeah, I do too. Meeting up with an XRP family member here in Thailand. He's here on vacation. Cool, man. Is it someone from the US or somebody just yeah, I love Miami too. That's why I want the meetup there. So if you guys know Jeff from Huddle Report, Jeff is about I can drive to Jeff's house probably in like 35 minutes. And hell, you'll be here in July, right? We talked about that. We're definitely gonna hook up GXRP. We're gonna go grab a beer for sure, man. Hopefully, I hope it's the first part of the month. I'm going to be traveling a little bit, so I hope it's later. Yeah, your Cuban family, right on, man. Well, all my Cuban brothers and sisters are here, and I love the Cubans, man. Especially, I go to this little place called the Cuban Cafe, and it is phenomenal, man. If you guys don't know Cuban food, yummy, yum, yum, yum. And there's also a lot of South American influence here as well. A lot of cool Brazilian places, Chilean, Peruvian. It's phenomenal. Okay, guys, go follow. Jeff at Huddle Report, he just dropped his in there. Yeah, yes, USA. Nice. All right, cool, man. Well, hey, you know what? DNI, it'd be cool if maybe if you meet up with this, if the person's cool about it. If they're not, cool. But if you just maybe a short little video, maybe they're camera shy, maybe you don't want to, but maybe you just say I'm hanging out and you basically just, show what you guys are up to. Yeah, all right. Dated a girl from Miami many moons ago. All right, well there you go. We got everyone has a tie somewhere. He'll be in Baton Rouge next Thursday. Okay, so Baton Rouge is where the meetup is. Still a little bit of a hike from me, but Matt LaRoche. Okay, you got a big old sub from Auburn Rain. Guys, go sub Auburn Rain. Also, if you're not already subbed to who else in it? GXRP. Go sub his channel, please. Click on him. I think on mobile you click on the name, but I think if you're on desktop, you mouse over it and those little three dots to the right, you can click on it and say go to channel, and then boom, you can do a sub. All right, RTB Dutchy, you're on Chrome. Is your coil paying you now? Well, I can't check it right now, but I'll tell you what, in the corner, you should see, if you click on it, you should see that's doing little micro donations. And RTB, go ahead and drop what is that? Your URL, whatever, your user account there. So And by the way, guys, everybody, crypto news on cryptonewson.com. It's always weird when I read that, but cryptonewson.com, go check that out. That's Auburn Rain's crypto site. I'm sure he's going to be monetizing that. He'll put the code in there soon to be able to monetize that puppy. So go ahead and do that. Go ahead and follow. I got Rope Man in here. Rope Man's in with, oh, it's Frank Bradley. Okay, I like Rope Man. Thank you for saying that. I was like, Rope Man. Yeah, Rope Man _3. What's up? Little Havana Rocks. Yeah, Little Havana Rocks for sure, man. Yeah. What else we have here? RTB Dutch. You drop your what, guys? Well, what is it? If you guys go to your URL, it'll look something like that. So you click on that. That's the only way I really know right now to get to your user account. This is mine. So if you go to your profile, you see up there right now, grab the URL and drop it. That way we can all click on it, and then we'll be able to go follow you there. Yep, gonna coil up your site and Tipbot, or is it better known as Tipple? Tipple, organic FUD making a big splash into the chat room. Nice, making a big old splash. Yeah, no ads, just coil and tip bot. Way to roll, man. And that's how rain rolls. Nice. So guys, if you're hooked up to coil, let's all follow each other. And I was saying before if you just came in, I finally got at Chip. Been trying for a long time and I finally got it, so I'm pretty happy. What else we got here, guys? What else? We don't have much time left. We got about 14 minutes. This is important, guys. I picked this story out, right? Alex Yeet. What's going on, man? Hey, Alex, if you're just coming in, if you're signed up on Coil, go sign up. We're basically following each other. There's mine right there if you want to go follow. There's Rain's. And Rain, I hope that I am. Let me see, Rain. I hope that. Did I follow you already? Let me see. Let's go look. Let's go see if we're following Rain. Let's see. Are we following Rain? No. Whoa, I like it, man. I'm following it right now. Bam. WWG1WGA. Where we go one, we go all. All right, let's go here. So I saw this. It's always funny you see Coinbase pumping out the knowledge, right? They're always dropping some stuff. So Coinbase basically announced support for Doge, the Doge coin wallet. So finally, if you guys, all your Doge holders out there, please wipe the sweat from the brow, retweak those eyebrows, and just know in peace that there's something over there on Coinbase. It's actually pretty cool. I actually bought. I've traded. Hey, Rupert Rutzinski. Hey, man, how you doing? I've traded stories with Jeff from Hodl Report before that. When Robinhood's an app here. There's a lot of big people invested in Robinhood, but it's basically you can basically get a lot of trades done for zero trade fees, right? So it's a really cool thing. It started on an app, and then it basically moved over to support for desktop. But so basically, I've kind of been really digging what Coinbase has been doing recently. It felt like for the longest time they were stuck on like 5 coins. One of them was like 0x374 dash. I don't know what that was, but I'm happy to see that they're moving right along. So good on them, right? And everyone needs that. So I like this one here. Your company needs a strategy for voice technology, voice assistants, smart speakers. So one of the cool things that I'm seeing with voice is that if you guys are out there and you're in this community, but you're kind of camera shy, look, voice is growing. If you know anything about Gary Vee, if you follow Gary Vee, he talks about voice a lot. He talks about really making voice something, that it's really blowing up. And you're seeing the numbers are in this article right here. So there's different sort of applications, which I'm not going to get into all, but healthcare, publishing. Obviously, if you don't like reading books, you can always get, books. You can listen to them either on your commute or through your AirPods, whatever you may be. So there's a lot of cool applications about it, and I just wanted to mention that to you. So if you guys are out there, you're thinking about you want to create some content, but you're a little camera shy. Well, you know what? Either put a podcast out, or put something along the lines of just showing a picture. You don't have to show. You could just do the screen without your face on it. But there's a lot of different things. People will listen to it. And you can also put it on multiple places. So I love this story. So the dead could outnumber living on Facebook within 50 years, right? It may actually be sooner than that. This is them being very assumptive that Facebook's going to be around in 50 years. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Is it going to be around in 50 years? Maybe. So the global digital heritage of the world will be on platforms such as Facebook, well, Twitter as well, say researchers. So how do we begin to analyze it? So yeah, this is what happens. The memorial profiles is what they're saying. So once somebody passes, you can basically you turn it into a memorial profile like this. Unfortunately, I've known, as you guys have all probably known, people that's happened to on Facebook. And then I wanted to talk a little bit about Androids tonight. The technology is getting really good, right? And I'll be honest with you, they're starting to look lifelike. If you guys watch these videos out there, they start asking them questions. They're like, hey, and they're all like, let's interview an Android. Hey, what do you think about, what do you see yourself in 5 years? And it's like total world domination, and they're like freaked out, right? Because it's like that. Is that the end game? We're all going to get eliminated by this AI technology. And so I was just amazed at how, guys, I'm going to show you this next page. And I was just blown away at this technology. I mean, it's just incredible when you look at this. I mean, you look at this Android right there. You can almost notice that there are almost looks like real skin in a sense there. And then you have like, even the eyes have sort of like the bulbous nature to them. I'm just impressed at what's happening. Is that androids are getting better and better every single day, man. And this, no doubt. So the big thing about Facebook, they just had their big G8. I think they call it the G8. I don't know where that is here. G8, where is it? Don't know. I don't know. They call it the G7, G8. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what they call it. But anyway, this is what they're doing, right? That's just, I love this, right? This is the redesign. This is what they spent the last 11 years working on, is this redesign. Because what they're trying to do is focus stuff about groups, like the parts that people actually use. I don't know. To me, it looks like Google Plus from 6 years ago. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a big Facebook person, but I'm just blown away by the Androids. Look at this. Here is the Android. Not if you've seen this one, but it's on stage communicating with people almost in a lifelike presence. It's amazing. It's you let the clothes like almost you don't see all the what's happening underneath there. Looks like a real body. I'm always amazed by that. So this was I just thought I'm just impressed by the technology we have these days. We got 8 minutes. We're gonna wrap it up. This is one of those weird articles about Alexa. So this week, this guy read through a whole history of everything he's ever said to Alexa, and he felt a bit like reading an old diary, right? Because this thing records everything. And I mean everything. It was actually used in a murder trial because it was captured. So, here's a little bit of what it looks like. This was inaudible. This was inaudible. Text not available. Wasn't intended for Alexa. So this is them showing us that it's privacy. Yeah, it wasn't intended for Alexa, and you can't read your own, but guess who can, right? Do we really trust this technology? And you guys are going like, no, man, I won't have one of these Google or Apple or uh, one of these Alexa devices in my house. Well, you do. You have it in your house already. It's called a phone. That's what it's called. It's all in here, man. You got a phone. You have the device sitting right here on. There it is. There's my dog Max. Say hello, Max. There's Maxie boy out there. But this is what it is. You're already there, right? But I don't necessarily know if I want one of these bad boys in my house. Yeah, so Auburn Rain doesn't use Facebook anymore, Instagram. Instagram jumped the shark. I hate to say this, Auburn Rain, but close your ears. When I was one of the early adopters, first couple 100,000 people, I was really early on that one. Why did Quail stop paying you? I don't know, man. Did you say something to it? Maybe Quail heard something I didn't like. RTB is saying, why did it stop paying me? I don't know. Maybe refresh the page. Maybe you don't have it set up right. Maybe refresh the page. Should work. I don't know. Maybe you're all out of bucks. I don't know. Maybe what you signed up with. Maybe you're done. Hey, Ed French, thank you, man. Thank you for taking time out of the ranch. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, guys. Great, great, great. Take care. Yeah, nice on you, Ed. Well done, my man. And I'm almost done anyway, so you're not missing a lot. So here's something I really like this article too. The age of the influencer has peaked. It's time for the slacker to rise again, right? It's a little bit of Nirvana, right? Back in the day when they were coming up, it was like slacker culture. And it basically talks about in the 90s, our heroes were slackers, the dudes, clerks, and then burnouts like Ferris Bueller's Days Off, Slacker, Reality Bites, and the latter, Winona Ryder's character, meets Ethan Hawke, and this is like, if you guys ever saw this, like an old movie or whatever, but it was just kind of like a bunch of just dropouts of life. And what they're trying to correlate this to is that we're back there, and it's everything cycles, right? Everything. Hey, Devon, Steve, what's up? Well, you jumped in. You fell asleep? No worries, man. I'm gonna make this the best 5 minutes of your life. This is all gonna be for Devon Steve right there. Yeah, long hair's coming back. Yeah, I had long hair in the day. I'm sure Rain had it back in the day. I had some real long hair back in the day, and yeah, I always liked that, man. You're in a band, long hair, jamming your instrument. It was always a lot of fun. Donated 12 cents so far. Man, I feel special. 120 in the future. What's up, GXRP? Thank you, man. Thank you. That's awesome. I mean, we're sitting there watching something. 12, this is what I'm saying. We are the future, guys. We're living the future. We are the future. Yeah, stoners and grunge. What else? You got 3 Alexas in the house. Good. Well, I don't think, did I get confused? You must have a massive pad. Alexa, yes. All over the house. Whoa, hang on. Maybe good music will make a comeback too. Oh man, I love that. That's a great comment. Yeah, maybe. But I think the laziness in the rap today, like the rap my daughter listens to, is a little bit on the lazy side. It's like everything's slurred together. I mean, no one's laying down music like Kick. Um, think about that. Kick Boy Triple from the Zoo. He's laying it down, kind of a cross between what's new. He puts those old school elements in there. Wait a minute, Huddle. Jeff had long hair too. We got to see a picture of that, bro. We're gonna have, listen, next time we're on, we're all gonna show our pictures of our long hair and our dropout days. Yeah, man, I gotta see. Of course, I can imagine that. Yeah, man, of course. We'll get wigs before the thing. We'll do a hippie reunion show. That'll be fun. We'll get us all on there. We'll show the pictures and we'll wear long hair wigs. I like it, man. Small condo. Closest Alexa responds. Look at you, huh, Mr. Tech. It's weird you don't have the Apple one, but that's all right. So anyway, this kind of goes into a whole thing about la 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 la. Let's go. We got 3 more minutes, guys. Let's wrap this up. I always like stories that are pushing I would say technology to the point of where it's affecting humankind in a very positive way. So here, the brain signals are translated into speech using AI. This is really what I see AI to be used for. This is AI's greatest single moment. You have somebody that can't communicate. It's turning brain waves and mapping movements, and it's turning it into speech. This is the kind of AI stuff that I love to see, right? Because it's making things that we didn't believe were ever possible, right? Someone who can't speak. So this is stuff that I like. What else do we have here? What else? Do we have one more thing? Did I have something? Let's talk about scooters. So in Fort Lauderdale, right down the road from us, DNI had long hair. All right, we're gonna have to do some. We're gonna have to do some picture sharing over there, man. DNI had long hair too. You know what? You guys watching a common theme run through it? RTB, I think you probably had long hair. XRP Carolina. Matt LaRoche, he also had long hair. He cut his freak flag too, right? Did we all cut our freak flags? I mean, some of us just gave it up forever, but it was not by choice. Anyway, these scooters are crazy. So the first time I did this, I was in Texas and I was jumping curbs and going crazy, and then I wiped out phenomenally. Guys, go to techinspired.org, techinspired.org. That's Auburn Rain's site. Please go there. Check that out as well. It's one of his other sites. Yeah, but what if AI takes over and says what it wants to say? Look, it's going to happen, man. We just got to calm down. We need secret codes and handshakes to avoid it, right? Because the human race will win out, or they won't. Yeah, RTB's hair is almost gone. Yeah, but what about back in the day, RTB? That's what I'm asking you. What about back in the day? So anyway, I get in one of these bad boys. So you guys don't know about these scooters in the U.S. I guess they're probably everywhere, but there's a couple different flavors of it. You basically leave it somewhere. There's a little QR code right here. I found the greatest use for QR codes. You either scan it on a scooter and go, or you scan it and you send XRP or receive XRP. So they're basically going on about, it's a new economy and it's this and that. But I actually was at a conference in San Antonio, and our hotel was like 7 or 8 blocks away, maybe longer. And so there's always a scooter outside our hotel. Put the backpack on, all dressed up, scooting through the streets. I loved it. So I just want to take a minute, wrap it up, try to keep these to an hour. We're at 10:59 right now. And let's just go through. I want to thank everybody for showing up tonight. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for following each other. Let's continue to do this. out there in Twitterverse and the Twitter world. Let's make sure we're following each other. That's always good. Let's share with each other. Let's be this awesome community and continue to touch people out there, because we, guys, the XRP community is special. It's special to me. I know it's special to you. There's a lot of love in this community. A lot of us like to give back. So jump out there. Please follow each other. Be good. And thank you everybody for coming. If I did not mention you, then I doesn't mean that there's no love for you. I just wanted to say, if there's one of us at a certain age that had long hair, it appears those of us of a certain age had long hair. Yeah, right, of a certain age. I keep telling my wife I have one more of those periods left in me. She looks at me a little bit weird. It's a great place, right, Anthony Luz? Anthony Luz says, right on, right on. Yeah, Devon Steve played the replay. We got into some stuff. Mr. Luck 420. We have the Scooter and Scan Joe called. Oh yeah, Lime. Yeah, Lime's the one I like the best. I like Lime. There's also, I saw Razor, and what's the other one? The Bird ones are kind of weird. The Bird have a weird incline on them. But I've read them all. XRP Carolina, thank you for stopping by. Spanish Fly, good night. Rupert, Rootski, do it. Anthony Luz, just got here. I got to replay. Yeah, replay it with Coil, man, and then drop your guys. Drop if you drop your in the comments, because this video will be up again, whatever, tomorrow. But drop your Coil in there. Let's just follow everybody. Let's try to. I'm not exactly sure how you do it, but let's follow everybody. I want to thank everybody for being here. I want you guys to remember Friday night, you know the lineup, you know the early lineup. CKJ at 7. At 8 o'clock, we got Brad Kimes with Investment Perspective. At 9, we got Digital Nomad Investor bringing you the I would say the underbelly, man. He knows what's going on. There's that whole weird sort of underspace that he's connected into. You go follow him. And then tomorrow, debuting tomorrow night for the first time in the time slot officially, is Auburn Rain. Guys, please go sub Auburn Rain now. Click on him. If you're on mobile, you click on his name. If you're not, you go to the right, you see those 3 little dots, you click on it, and you click on go to channel. But go sub him, guys. Let's give him a warm welcome tomorrow night. Let's make him feel special. Let's get the word out. Let's tweet about it. He's going to probably be tweeting about it tomorrow about it. Let's retweet his tweets. But let's get some people there, man. That's the kind of community we are. We like to support each other. And as you can tell, I'm getting a little bit more hoarse as time goes on. Not like hoarse with a long face, but just a little hoarse here. So guys, thank you so much. Much love. And I am going to stop and start with my famous. That's my story. That's me, Chip. Oh!